Genesis 11, verse 6. And the Lord said, Behold, the people is one, and they have all one language. And this they began to do, and now nothing will be restrained from them, which they have imagined to do. I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakakadash. I want to give double honors and salutations to the hopeful elect, the 1/3 men, women, and children, and the apostles and elders at Great Millstone that teach the truth that rule well. Peace and salutations to them. I want to make a quick video about this one world order, that vibration that the world is under, and the Lord is definitely against that, as it shows. This is going to show you in this Genesis 11 chapter. And everyone have this mindset of feminism is good. No one wants to shun these abominable mindsets as far as feminism, lying, adultery, covetousness, being a murderer, homosexuality, idolatry, do what you want to do, no order, religion, democracy, just everything that's contrary to the scriptures. Everyone has this, let people be what they want to be, and you can't judge anybody. Well, that's a lie. And I'm just going to go ahead and go through this chapter here, probably to the 10th verse. In the second year of the reign of Nebuchadnezzar, Nebuchadnezzar dreamed dreams wherewith his spirit was troubled, and his sleep brake from him. And it came to pass, as they journeyed from the east, that they found a plain in the land of Shinar, and they dwelt there. And they said one to another, Go to, let us make brick and burn them thoroughly. And they had brick for stone, and slime had they for mortar. So that's a buzzword right there, that brick and stone, because, the Masonic, people that are Masonic, and to be the top 33-degree Masonic, you have to worship Satan. So that's fact. Albert Pike was your top Mason. So that's a buzzword. And who's in charge of all that Masonic stuff and everything? Your top elites, the world bankers. All right. So they own the media, they own everything. And that's who pumps this. The entertainment sector, who is owned by Amalek. And they said, Go to, let us build us a city and a tower, whose top may reach unto the heavens. And that's twofold too. And let us make us a name, let we be scattered abroad upon the face of the whole earth. And the Lord came down to see the city and the tower, which the children of men built. And the Lord said, Behold, the people is one, and they have all one language. And this they began to do. And now nothing will be restrained from them, which they have imagined to do. Go to, let us go down and there confound their language, that they may not understand one another's speech. So the Lord scattered them abroad from thence upon the face of all the earth, and they left off to build the city. Therefore is the name of it called Babel, which Babel means confusion. And what's the biggest land of confusion? America. Babylon. Did there confound the language of all the earth, and from thence did the Lord scatter them abroad upon the face of all the earth. All right. So that's what's going on now. You can go on the internet and see anybody post something and it'll say translate. And you can easily know what somebody comment says just by clicking on the translate button. So that's kind of where we are now. So once again, as scripture say, there is nothing new under the sun. And this has always been going on. Let me jump to the Apocrypha, and let's go to First Maccabees, chapter 1 and 41. And it reads, moreover, King Antiochus wrote to his whole kingdom that all should be one people. And this was king in the Greek captivity, when Israelites were, converted into Gentiles. They left their, well, we'll read right here, the scripture tells better. And everyone shall leave his laws. So all the heathen agreed according to the commandment of the king. Yea, many also of the Israelites consented to his religion, and sacrificed unto idols and profaned the Sabbath. And that's still going on to this very day. You tell your Negro, Latino, and Native American, hey, have you, did you celebrate the Sabbath today? They're going to look at you like you have 10 heads. All of the laws that the Most High has given us through Moses, that's not celebrating at all. And if you do it, people look at you and shun you for doing that. All right. Let me jump to Wisdom of Solomon, still in the Apocrypha, in chapter 10, verse 5. I'm going to go to 10, verse 5. Moreover, the nations in their wicked conspiracy being confounded, we just read about that word in Genesis, right? She found out the righteous. Who is she? Wisdom. Wisdom is also known as Sophia in the Greek, right? And preserved him blameless unto Yahweh. Who's the him? Blameless unto Yahweh. That's the elect. And kept him strong against his tender compassion toward his son. When the ungodly perish, she delivered the righteous man. Who is she? The wisdom, because we need wisdom and stabilities in the days that's coming for us, right? Who fled from the fire which fell down upon the 5 cities. And this is talking about Sodom and Gomorrah, them 5 cities in Sodom and Gomorrah, right? And what's spiritual Sodom and spiritual Egypt? Babylon the Great, America, right? Of those, verse 7, of those wickedness, even to this day, the wasteland that smote is a testimony, and plants bearing fruit that never come to ripeness, and a standing pillar of salt is a monument of an unbelieving soul. For regarding not wisdom, they got not only this hurt, that they knew not the things which were good, but also left behind them the world a memorial of their foolishness. Isn't this world full of foolishness that follows the coattails of America, Babylon the Great, daughter of Babylon? So that in the things wherein they offended, they could not so much as be hid. But wisdom delivered from pain those that attended upon her, right? When the righteous fled from his brother's wrath, she guided him in right paths, showed him the kingdom of Yahweh, and gave him knowledge of holy things, made him rich in his travel, and multiplied the fruits of his labor. Okay? So that's plain right there. Do not, hey, as they say, the broad gate, you can't follow the broad gate, which is the world. Yahweh Shai said, hey, the world, if the world love you, it don't love me. Pretty much paraphrasing, okay? Let's jump to Daniel 4 and 17. This matter is by the decree of the watchers and the demand by the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High rule in the kingdom of men, and give it to whomsoever he will, and set up over it the base of men. Who's ruling this kingdom now? Esau, Edom, right? He's the base of men. All right. He is the lowest of men. Okay. The Lord hates Esau. Okay. And I want to get how you know the wicked is ruling the earth now. Let's get to Job 9 and 24. Right? It reads, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. Who has the whole world in their hands right now? The wicked. Who runs everything? We know who runs everything. Evil E, right? He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? And these judges, hey, the whole book, everything that you see on TV about the Bible, who is it? Men that look like Edomites. You have the pale-faced, stringy hair characters. Those were not the men of the Bible. They didn't look that way, all right? So they cover the faces of the judges. Let's grab another precept. Let's grab Proverb 29 and 2. And to read, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. Right. So who's heading this New World Order thing? The 13 families. The 13 banker families that rule the earth. Okay. It's their media, their propaganda, all that. They are the hidden hand, whatever you want to call them, Illuminati, all of that. The Lord has given them the earth. So the people are mourning. Aren't the people mourning now? So this whole and they're the head of that ideology. They want one money, everybody thinking on the same wavelength, so that they can destroy your soul and take your soul. Okay, let's go to Daniel. You know, humanism. Oh, we all are the same. Nah, as you read, as we just went through in Genesis 11, the Lord is not with that whatsoever. That's contrary to the scriptures. Let's get Daniel 2 and 21. And he changed the time and the seasons. He removed kings and set up kings, and give wisdom unto the wise and knowledge to them that know understanding. He revealed the deep and secret things. He knowing what is in the darkness, and the light dwell in him. All right. So the times is age and all of that stuff. So there's nothing really to worry about with this ideology this man is carrying on with. Okay. Let's grab, let's stay in Daniel 5 and 19. Here we go. And for the majesty that he gave him, all people, nations, and languages trembled and feared before him, whom he would slew, and whom he would keep alive, and whom he would set up, and whom he will put down. Right. So right now we're in the time of him putting down the kingdom of Esau, Edom. That's what we live in now. Right. Second Esdras 6 and 9. Esau is the end of the world. Jacob is the one that follow. Right. So we have to have patience in what the Lord wants, because we have to realize we screwed up. You have to take accountability. Us Israelites, you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you're screwed up with the Most High. And so that's why we're being punished. All right. Let's grab Psalms 2, and we're going to go 1 through 4. Why do the heathen rage and the people imagine a vain thing? The kings of the earth set themselves, and the rulers take counsel together against the Lord, and against his anointing, saying, let us break their bands asunder and cast away their cords from us. He that sit in the heavens shall laugh, and the Lord shall have them in derision. Right, because the Lord is the one that's making them, that's giving them all of this, but they think they've done it with their own strength and power. That's why I say he shall laugh. Okay, let's grab Genesis 6 and 5. Yeah, and this goes back to when the Lord destroyed this place. And power saw that the wickedness of man was great in the earth. Isn't that a time now? The wickedness is very great in the earth right now. I mean, just grossly great. And that every imagination of the thoughts of his heart was only evil continually. Yes, but 90% of things that come out of people's mouth in this world is abominable things. And it's glorified here. It's exalted. And when you speak against it, you're looked at as a weirdo. So that's why the Lord got to come in and destroy it. And that is a one world order. You speak out against homosexuality, everybody turn their face and look at you as if you're crazy. Okay? Let's grab Micah 2 and 1. Woe to them that devise iniquity and evil and work evil upon their beds. Right, because this New World Order stuff, that's a counsel. That's a counsel. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand. And they covet fields and take them by violence, and houses, and take them away. So they oppress a man and his house, even a man and his heritage. That's us. Right? Therefore, thus saith the Lord, behold, against this family do I devise an evil, from which ye shall not remove your necks, neither shall ye go hardly, for this time is evil. And that's where we are right now. All this one world order, we are the world, we are the one, and that's not working. The Lord is destroying this place while you're fool tricking, thinking that, oh, yes, we are supposed to be at peace with all men. Okay? You're supposed to be at peace with all men, but all this yoking up together and then dealing with each other's philosophy and all that stuff there, and no way, no how. The Lord hates that. Let's go to let's go second address. Just a few more. Second address 6 and 25. Right. Whoso remain from all these I have told thee shall escape and see my salvation. Well, let me jump up. Okay, yeah, here we go. Beautiful. I'm going to jump up to 23. And the trumpet shall give a sound. Who's the trumpet? Us, the men on the highways and byways, telling you about the truth, the good and bad and ugly of these scriptures, right? Which when every man heareth, they shall suddenly be afraid. You know, that's why we get called fearmongers and doom, prophets of doom and gloom, okay? Nobody wants to hear the truth because the truth is scary. At that time shall friends fight against one another like enemies. I thought, wait a minute, I thought we were one world. We are the world and holding hands and kumbaya and all that. I thought, hey, everybody's supposed to be one, right? It says different here. When trouble hit, right? Let me continue it. Let me just read that again. Verse 24. At that time shall friends fight one against another like enemies, and the earth shall stand in fear with those that dwell therein. The springs of the fountains shall stand still, and in 3 hours they shall not run. Whosoever remain from all these that I have told thee shall escape and see my salvation. Right. So we of the hopeful elect of Israel, we try to remain from that one world order, right? Because right here it says, whoso remain from all these that I have told thee shall escape and see my salvation and the end of your world. All right. So let me grab one more. Slack. Let me grab let's grab Luke 12. Says, everybody, oh, you're that's racist. You're supposed to love everyone. That love everyone, when the time comes for desperate measures, that love everyone and politically correctness, that goes out the door. It's dog eat dog world. So this is what Yahushua said. I come to send fire on the earth. And what will I, if it be already kindled, right? It's going to be already kindled from those nukes, right? And that's when he's going to come back with the chariots, right? What you so-called people call UFOs. But I have a baptism to be baptized with, and how am I straightened till it be accomplished? With an exclamation point, right? Suppose ye that I come to give peace on the earth. I tell you, nay, but rather division. Plain and simple. So with that, I want to give all praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem Rakah HaKadosh. I hope it was edifying who was supposed to be edifying to. Shalom.